Hey everybody, Lauren here. Just thought I would talk about something I was thinking about since I seem to think about a lot of stuff when I'm out in the barn. So I'm taking a little break in between doing a couple of the horses and was thinking a lot about something that's been going on in my life a lot, especially the past 2 years, and then the last 2 months, and then the last 2 weeks and last 2 days. So a lot of it has to do with like emotional intelligence, right? So I don't particularly think of myself as a very emotional person, but the last few years there's been a lot of stuff going on that is pretty deeply emotional stuff, and then the last 2 months as well, and then the last 2 weeks and the last 2 days. So, and so I find myself in the last while that I keep talking about is dealing with things in an emotional way much more than I ever would have. So I guess it's part of my growth and development to do that. And what I find interesting is that, there are ways to deal with that, and I've done that through like very hard processes of time, right? I just feel like sometimes time is the best healer. I totally agree. And other times it's just, like fear, for example, you just got to get out there and do it, right? So then you just have to get over the fear. You just have to get out there and you do it, and then you're not afraid anymore. Or, if it's like your heart hurts over something, then it's time, right? You slowly stop thinking about that person. You distract yourself, which is my favorite way of getting over stuff, is distraction. Whether that's good or bad, I don't know. But anyways, I was just thinking about emotional intelligence, and with clients that I work with, especially in a clinic setting, you're dealing a lot of times with fear. And it's very interesting because people who ride horses in general, right, like they put themselves in a situation where they have to face fear. I mean, every time you get on a horse, there's always that potential that something could happen and you can get hurt, which there's the kind of an undercurrent of fear involved with that. And I myself went through a lot of fear-based stuff because of pretty significant injuries, and having to have surgeries and all sorts of stuff connected to falling off a horse. So it was a big thing for me to get over fear, and for me to do that, I had to just get up there and get on and get on and get on and get on, and then slowly get on the horses that I had some fear about, and do it more and more and more, and then get on more and more horses that made me feel a little bit scared. Now I'm a bit unusual in that way, because most people, once they get to that point, they're only ever going to get on a horse that they feel super comfortable with. So maybe they don't get over to that, that level of getting over fear that I did. But I wanted to talk about that because I deal with that a lot in clinics, where people are, really dealing with some major fear issues. And it may not come out at first because they're on horses they're comfortable with. Then you put them on horses that they have that they're not so comfortable with. And maybe it's a new horse. Maybe it's just riding that horse in canter. Maybe it's getting that horse to take bigger steps, and you've got to let go of those reins. And so I make everyone ride with a pretty loose rein in the beginning, and so people have to get over this sort of initial shock of fear. But I do worry about people going home and doing that on their own. So I have recently, like I was mentioning, 2 days, 2 weeks, been exploring some other ways of handling kind of overwhelming emotion, right? So, and it's been pretty interesting experiment. So if you're interested in what I'm doing, let me know, because I would love to share it with you. And I'll kind of put a little something together for you so that you can also try it out. Let me know. Make a comment below. The more comments there are, then the more likely I will share with you what I'm doing. See you later.